So today I'm going to be opening my Fairy Loot box. I feel like this one came at a bit of an odd time. They usually seem to come towards the beginning of the month, so it was a pleasant surprise. But along with it, I also got another box of books that I ordered. My to-read list that I actually have in person is dwindling, so it seemed time for a refresh. Also, G over at Book Bros is hosting a new Harry Potter readathon. She's going to be doing a week-long trip to Hogsmeade from the 22nd to the 28th. She's drawn up a really cute map, and over in the legend side are the reading prompts that go along with each location. So your only kind of have to is your permission slip, which is to read any book with a map in it. It's usually really easy, a lot of fantasy books have that, but I was actually surprised that was my sci-fi book that came through for me. It's got a little map of the Martian facility in it. This is gonna be my main focus. I'm definitely gonna finish this book. But I've got a few more books in this box that I plan to finish reading within that week, so I can visit all these different shops. But I strongly recommend you check out her channel. She's got a lot of great content, so you can see more about the details about this readathon. But quickly, I'm going to go over my selections, and then after that, we're going to get into the Fairy Loot unboxing. Let's get started. Okay, so first I'm going to start with going through all the Hogsmeade books. So let me get this out of the way and open this guy up. I think I might start doing this every time I get a shipment of new books. I like to buy them a couple at a time, like probably 4 or 5. But I guess along with all the books that I get from Fairy Loot, I don't really order books quite as much anymore. But when I get a new shipment, maybe I'll take that chance to kind of show it off, tell you kind of what I'm getting ready to read, what made me want to read the books, whatever. So since most of the books I got in this shipment are for the Hogsmeade readathon, I'm going to kind of go through them in that context. So kind of like I already said, this book is counts as the Marauders map portion of the readathon because it has a map in it. Too, by the way, I order most of my books through thrift books, which is a really great way to save a little bit of money on your books. If you're not entirely certain that you're going to like the newest book that you have on your to-read list, you can look for a more heavily used version. I got one book that I was really on the fence about reading for like $5, so it's a great resource if you still like paper books, but continuing to buy paper books can get really expensive. Alright, so the first book on top here is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I read A Darker Shade of Magic a while back. I forget what made me read that, but I love the way that she writes. So I just decided I'm going to read everything of hers. And when I was at Barnes & Noble, I think it's a signed copy. I found a signed copy of Vengeful, and I saw, that author that I'm really excited about. So I was like, yes, brought it home, was getting ready to read it. Found out it was the second one. So I decided that top of my priority list on next books to buy would be the first book in the series. That way I can actually read the second one as well. So I don't know if I'm going to read Vicious or not. If I do, it might count as kind of my wild card for Madame Puddifoot's because that prompt's pretty easy. It's just start a new book with a cup of tea. I'm going to try to take that a step further and always be drinking tea when I read. I think I can do that. So the next book I have is The Gilded Wolves. I think I was just book shopping one day and I saw the cover and read the inside and it sounded really exciting, so I put it on my to-read list. And then as I was searching through my to-read list, I found that this actually works perfect with the Honeydukes prompt to read a book with either green or pink or sweets on the cover. It's got a little bit of green and kind of a pinky purple with these like flowers hiding behind. So this is gonna be my Honeydukes read. I think I'm gonna make a stack of all my Hogsmeade books right here. Okay, the next book in my little shipment is another V.E. Schwab book. Again, because I read A Darker Shade of Magic and then found out there were other books in the series, I wanted to read the other books. So since this series is finished and I know it's a trilogy, it's a perfect fit for the Broomsticks Inn to read a book that's a part of a trilogy. And then another book that was really high on my to-buy section of my to-read list was this Stalking the Jack Ripper book. I've heard so many great things about it. Everybody is continuing to talk about it. So I really want to read this book. And again, I don't know if I want this guy to be my wild card or Vicious to be my wild card of the Miss Puddifoot's like drink tea while reading the book. You know what? I think I'll go with this one because I think it's shorter. So these are going to be the 4 books that I'm going to try to read within a week. Now I usually read one book in 1 week. So this is going to be tough. I'm going to have to like really, I mean, I know it's not supposed to be like work to read, but some of it too is just like I have to work harder to allow myself time to not work, to be able to just sit around and enjoy reading. Get all that out of the way before the readathon starts on the 22nd. And then I'm going to be reading like it's my job, and I am gonna finish at least 2 books, which is like double my reading speed. So while it might not sound very Herculean, like that's my minimum. Okay, so on to the Fairy Loot unboxing. Well, and surprisingly, I actually remember the theme that this one was supposed to be because I just did the other unboxing. So Desert Dreams is this month's theme. This is in fact the May box, and I think they're trying to work a little faster than usual this time so they can play catch up for the one that was missed because of the pandemic. So this is the spoiler card and the art on it. I'm going to put this to the side for now and not read it. I want to look through all the items and kind of have my own first impressions, and then after that I'll show off the items and the artists a little bit more. So the first thing that catches my eye is this beautiful tin. I wonder what it's supposed to be for. I feel like it's supposed to be for something specific since we've got this little extra topper that makes it airtight. It's really neat, and I love the design. So we've got a quote on it, and it says, "We hunt the flame, the light in the darkness, the good this world deserves." I'm gonna try the name, but I apologize in advance. Afsa Vaisal. Very cool. Very deserty vibes. And then a big cloth thing. At first I thought it was a mouse pad because this is a little thicker here, and I was like, yay! Oh, it's a tea towel. Okay. I thought it was another pillowcase. I was like, but I just got one. Yep, tea towel. So more fun deserty vibes, and it says, "Often the mightiest things have the humblest beginnings," by S.A. Arbo. Oh, we got a candle! Oh, nice purpley vibes too. Oh, this is cute. I'm such a fan of the like kind of apothecary vibes with like lines with like written things on them or even just text. And this one is called The Tribal Desert. It's got those little lines. It says soy, vegan, 2 ounces, inspired by An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. It doesn't say what it's supposed to smell like or what like essential oils or whatever is in it, but it smells good. Ooh, we got another purpley. This one's purpley and blue. Oh, a little drawstring pouch. I think this is for glasses because this looks just the right size and shape. Yeah. I mean, not that I'd ever put my real glasses in there. I am so heckin' blind without my glasses on, but it'd be great for sunglasses. Especially since it's summer, I bet that's what it's for. This one has another quote on it. I think it says the same on both sides, so I can show you and I can read it. "You can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose who you become because of it." From The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Cowrie. What? This is a wooden spoon? Oh my goodness. This is fun. I wonder if it's actually cooking safe. And even if it is, am I gonna use it or am I gonna wanna like display it somewhere? There's no such thing as just a story. Alwyn Hamilton. I'm guessing this is like, is it still called Arabian Nights? The tale where the lady is like gonna be executed, but she keeps telling the prince or king, probably probably sultan, to be honest, but keeps telling him stories with cliffhangers, and so he doesn't want to kill her until he's gotten all the stories and knows all the things. So I wonder if this is a retelling of that. I know I have a book like that on my list. But we'll see. Oh, a little pouch. I wonder what's in here. It's like sand. Magic desert sand. Triple blend luxury bath salts. Relaxing and soothing. Sandalwood scent. Ooh, I like that it's clear so I can see them. Oh, that looks so cute. I'm such a big fan of bath stuff. This will be really relaxing to use one day. All right, and my final sweep. So it looks like the tarot cards are our last thing before we open up the bag for the book. So we've got the 4 of Cups. It's a guy with an owl. 3 of Cups with an elf gal with blonde hair. Well, first I wanted to say that I think that this is from, they've been doing a lot of Throne of Glass stuff lately. And I think her like soulmate, I don't know because he annoys the bejesus out of me, but he's got a lot of tattoos. And I think they're supposed to be names, but he's got, oh no wait, I think he can change into a bird? I don't know. I'm getting all my things mixed up. It's been ages. Unfortunately, I'm not as big a fan as it seems like everybody else seems to be. I don't imagine this is supposed to be Aveline. I think that's her name. The main character in the series. But it kind of looks like fire magic. So, I wonder who that's supposed to be. But again, it's what we got spoiler card. I'll find out. And now time for the book bag itself. The main event, as it were. Oh, I'm teasing myself here. Oh, this book looks so pretty colored, but I want to look at the other things first. Ooh, look at that. Does she have moth wings? That's crazy, and I'm here for it. Look at this beautiful bright pink. I don't have any pink on here. I caught myself reading buzzwords, and I'm not going to, because I want to at least see the book before I go spoiling anything for me. This is the beautiful artwork, and we'll find out who did that on the spoiler card. The fairy scoop, as always, with a little interview with the author. And it looks like next month's theme is a different kind of magic. It's got a lady on a leopardy thing. Kill, kill, kill. And the bookmark, that's the last thing. So we got our little magic carpet ride. Alright, oh, this book is beautiful. Girl, serpent, thorn. Sometimes the princess is the monster. Yeah, just like Shrek. Let me try the author name. Melissa Boscherdost. Nailed it. So here's the gorgeous cover. We've got intertwined snakes and thorns and lots of beautiful pink. And then on the edges we've got the green. I can't get over. I love pastel colored books. I have fangirled elsewhere link in my house, but I love how pastel-y that cover is, and this would look great next to it. Maybe I'll have to bring that in here. But we're in a space. Here we go. And we have the signature on one of the title pages. Oh man, I was hoping for a map. I was gonna eke out my sci-fi book in favor of this. But maybe this could be my tea book. I don't know. I am super excited to read it. It's so cute. Oh, so the book slipped a little bit out of its book jacket. I don't know why I always forget this. The Fairy Loot special editions usually have some kind of cool book jacket art, but I always seem to be surprised by it. It shocks me every time. It really shouldn't. So the naked book looks like this, just simple black type with it kind of almost looks light blue, and then of course still the green sprayed edges. And on the inside, we have a super lavish piece of artwork. So we've got I can't think of a better word for it, luscious. I mean, I look at all those curves and all the curls of the hair and the rich color, for the lady in the front. And then we've got the lady from the, I said I thought that she had moth wings, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm curious just to see what's going on with the lady over here with the different patterns on her skin, and it looks like wings perhaps, or at least something different draping off her back. And I bet this is our love interest. You know, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I studied graphic design, so I definitely do a little bit. And whereas this story in here, it definitely has a different setting. I don't have a lot of books that are set in Arabic settings or deserty settings, however you want to. But the setting is unique, but the story kind of sounds, I feel like a lot of excerpts read, girl has this problem, but can she juggle this problem in this boy? So, and I kind of got that vibe from reading this, so it seems like the same story, so I don't know, I feel like I would have been very divided if I just in a bookstore. So, but now I have it, and I'm definitely going to read it. It's been decided for me, and I'm sure it'll be a great time. But anyway, those are all the items, so now let's read the spoiler card and see who helped bring these creations to life. Okay, so here we have the Desert Dream spoiler card for May 2020. Here's the artwork. I'm just going to go in order and kind of read down and give credit to the artist and figure out what series it's from if I didn't already guess it. So first on the list is the Bookish Tin. This is what the quote looks like. Now, like I said, it's got a lid and then it's got an airtight lid. I wonder if maybe this is for tea leaves or something. Let's see. Super. So I was kind of spot on. It says perfect for storing anything from tea leaves to trinkets. So it looks like I was kind of right. And this is designed by @ChattyNora. Next is the bookish wooden spoon. So it's got kind of this wood burning design on the actual spoon part. And here is where we've got the quote. So I did know this series. This is Hero of the Fall by Alwyn Hamilton. And the lettering and the decal on here was designed by @KDP Letters. All right, and next is the tea towel. I'm going to try and show it off on my table. Might have to kind of scroll through it, as it were. But we've got a quote from the book The City of Brass by S.A. I'm gonna venture it's pronounced Chakraborty. Don't know why I put an accent on it, but whatever. And so the lettering and the artwork on this is done by @Evie Bookish. Up next is the bath salts. So here's kind of what the crystals look like. It's a fun sandy orange color. It really does look like sand through my camera lens, but it does look a little more crystalline in person. And here's the graphic on the front. And these bath salts were designed by Little Heart Gifts. All right, and then up next we have the tribal candle. So as you can see, it's got some, it's got a little bit of that apothecary theme with the lines and the small box and the bigger box. It just says that it's a soy vegan candle. It's 2 ounces, inspired by Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. So I guess we already got most of this on the label itself. All that's left is to say that it was designed by @Wick and Fable. Aha, and I was right. This kind of oddly shaped bag is in fact a sunglass pouch. The quote is from The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Cowrie, and the bag and the lettering on it is designed by Kit Sturkronk. Alright, so those were the unique items. Next we have the tarot cards. We're almost to the end of the cup suit, so we still have the same artist, @Gabriella.Hujdoso. And I was right that these are still from the series Throne of Glass. Although I'm curious as to who this lady is. Maybe if I reread it or once I read the next book that comes out, I'll be more familiar with her. But I think that this is her elvish fella. Alright, so that just leaves the items that come in every box. We have the bookmark with this month's artwork, as well as the date and theme on the back of the bookmark. We've got the fairy scoop, again with the theme and the date. A Q&A with the author, as well as a comparison between our special Fairy Loot edition and the standard edition. And then the peek into what next month's theme will be. And then next we have the author letter, styled to match the front of the book. And this month's special artwork for the author letter. This artwork is done by @Marewild & Co. Now that I've seen both of them, I think I actually prefer this one. Of course, they're both stylized, but I think this one is a little bit more realistic. I don't know, it's just my favorite. Sometimes there's not always a great reason why. Here we've got this month's book, Girl, Serpent, Thorn by Melissa Boscherdost. I love the way that this book looks. I love the pastel-y vibes. We got lots of this gentle pink, I think primarily from the roses, but then you can see in the green for like the stems and the thorns and stuff. Mimicked over here, we've got a kind of pastel-y green, sprayed edges. We've got the artist's signature on one of the title pages and some artwork on the inside. But before I showed that off real quick, so this is just the naked book. It's kind of I can't decide if it's blue, gray, or green, but it's a very light, very muted color that kind of goes with the sprayed edges. I was a little surprised with last month's book. They had like a kind of shimmery ink that they used on the spine of the actual book itself, and this one's just a nice, simple black. And then here is that artwork that I was talking about. So I stand by what I said earlier, that this is very luscious. The colors, I think, are so beautiful and the image is just so highly saturated. I think that's really neat and I really like that style. I'm guessing this is the fella, our main character, and I'm guessing this is the demon lady. I'm really curious as to see what exactly she is and what all this kind of patterning and weird things on her back. I'm assuming it's wings, because what else is there between the shoulder blades? But I guess we'll find out. Okay, and that's everything in this month's Fairy Loot. Thanks for watching. I hope that the kind of bonus content about the Hogsmeade thing sounds fun, and hopefully if you're interested, you can comment below with what books you're going to be reading, and we can all read along together. Till next time, bye!